Everton fullback Ashley Young could face his 18-year-old son Tyler after his side drew Peterborough at home. Young joined the breakfast show back in October, and he said that to play alongside or even against his son would be a dream come true.
I think that's one of the things that's keeping me going as well. Because like you say, and I think it's a joke that's being said that I'm 39 now. Is there going to be a possibility? If there ever was to be a possibility, and I'm hoping and praying that it could be in the next couple of years, to play alongside him or play against him would be unbelievable. Obviously, to play alongside him, would be like a dream come true, to be honest. Like you say, you're seeing LeBron in basketball. I don't think, obviously, because I've done my homework, that it hasn't been done since 1980, I think, which, obviously is a long time ago.
That was Ashley Young. We don't think it's ever been done, ever, in football where a father has played against his son. Against. So we think it's the first time ever. Peterborough have played Tyler Young just once. That was an EFL trophy match. That was this season. Do you think they need to put him on the bench at the very least?
Yes.
For this one to happen?
And the reason why I say yes, not only is it an unbelievable, amazing story, right?
Yeah.
We talk about the FA Cup is like, it's memories, the dreams. FA Cup is, what I mean?
Yes.
And I just think
the magic of the cup.
The magic of the cup, the storyline.
Yeah.
And if ever you're looking for a story from the FA Cup this season, playing against his son. I mean, come on. They should be told they have to do it.
Okay. Now, I hear what you're saying, and I don't want to disagree with you. Yeah. I'm just going to play devil's advocate. What I'm going to say, what I'm going to say, I don't necessarily agree with, but I think it's fair we have the balance in this argument. Okay. The only problem some people may have with that is A, you're picking a team based on sentimental value, and that's not really how football should be played.
Yeah.
And secondly, there will be a player that Ashley's son Tyler will replace in that starting 11 or in that match where perhaps he would probably think this person, Dave Smith or whatever, thinks, well, hold on a minute, I've played most of the season. Why am I not playing in it? So you're taking out someone in the team who is better than the person you're replacing. I just don't how that sits for me.
I get that, but it's about stories, about memory. Peterborough are not going to win the cup. They're not going to win the FA Cup. And surely people in that dressing room, senior pros, would understand that.
What about if your boy is the one that has to make way?
What do you mean? What? But who's he playing against?
No, let's just say your boy. What's he called? Milan.
Yeah.
Let's just say he's 20.
Yeah.
And he's in that team, right? He plays for Peterborough.
Yeah. And he's got to come off for someone else.
Yeah, he's got to come off so Tyler Young can start.
I've got no issue with that whatsoever.
What? Your son's not going to be playing? Against Everton at Goodison.
You just said he's coming off.
So okay, let's just say he starts.
Okay, there you go. He's playing his minutes, but I would be understanding to go, do you know what? That is an unbelievable story. That.
No, it is a great story. It is. Okay, let me give you another picture to paint. What happens if there's 2 minutes to go and it's 0-0?
Yeah.
And Ashley Young plays a ball back to Pickford and it's a little bit short, right? And then Tyler goes on and scores the winner.
Yeah.
Will there be people going, hold on a minute,
yeah,
what's all that about?
Yeah, but that's just life. People are sceptical about everything. Absolutely everything. And mistakes do happen. Like we've seen Youngie make a couple of mistakes, but that's just the nature of the beast. Regardless whether Youngie makes a mistake, it could be anything. Like there might be an opportunity for Youngie to score or shoot, and he doesn't. And then people go and score at the other end, and people go, see, because his son's playing. There's so many different scenarios.
How will he feel if one of his teammates clatters into his son?
See, that's a different discussion. Because
then what do you do? Your teammate smashes.
It's my son. See, I think, do you know what? It's part and parcel of the game. But as a human being and as a father, something inside you that won't sit right. Like, so if someone smashed my son, I know it's part of the game.
If you and I are on the same team,
yep,
and your boy's over there, and
you smash him,
what up, and take him up in the end, he's down. You and our relationship's a little bit different from that moment on.
It is, because after the game, I'd probably say to you, what are you playing at?
Yeah.
Like, what you play? I won't do it on the pitch. I stay professional. But in the change room, I'd say to you, listen, what are you playing at?
Yeah. It's a big decision, right?
Yeah, but I think it's something we have to see.
Okay, well, let's put it out there.
Not have to, but I would. I think
see it.
Every neutral would love to see that.
Okay.
Right. And they're not neutral, but it's a good point. Josh is a Peterborough fan.
Okay, let me just tell people what we're talking about in case people have just turned on the radio. We're taking calls. Should Peterborough stick Tyler Young on the bench, minimum, for their tie against his dad's side, Everton? Actually.
Yeah, Josh, we should put our strongest side on the both on the pitch and on the bench.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have Tyler Young on it. Apparently Fergie did the same thing with his son, was it, potentially, and didn't put him for sentimental reasons.
Right, but his son did play.
Yeah, but then Fergie wasn't.
Darren, was it Darren?
But it's a bit of different because Fergie's wasn't a player at the time then. So he wouldn't have played against him.
What do you mean? No, Sir Alex put Darren on.
Yes, put him on.
Oh, but he wouldn't have played against him. It was his son playing for the
exactly,
team.
Yeah.
Okay. Craig is a Peterborough fan. Hi, Craig.
Hello, lads. How we doing?
Great, man. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Just on this topic, I don't think it's up for debate. Normally we have 5 subs on a Saturday, right? There's 9 in the FA Cup. You've got to put him on the bench. And if the game's tight, and it probably will go down like this, if the game's tight, then obviously you can't bring him on for sentimental reasons. But we'll be 3 or 4 nil up by then, so throw him on, let him have a run about.
So you'd like to see that, would you?
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Listen, I thought earlier this has probably never happened in UK professional football.
No.
I don't think you can put their professionalism up for question because that's what they do for a living, especially his dad. You know, it's not going to be an issue on that side. So yeah, if the game's gone one way or the other, you've got to throw him on.
Let me ask you this, Craig. Let me ask you this, and I sort of agree with you, but I'm just asking the question, right? If Tyler does make the bench, there will be a player that doesn't. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think so. I think any player, we've got a real tight squad, and I think any player would not begrudge him that opportunity.
See, I agree. No, do you know what? Me being a former player, I think I would, if that type of story, which that has never come around ever, I think you'd be likely to go, do you know what? All right.
Craig?
I can understand it.
Craig?
Yes.
Would you? You're going to play at Goodison? Would you?
Would I?
Would you give up your place on that bench?
You've got to remember, we're talking about the 9th choice substitute.
I know, but would you? If you were the 9th and you got a chance of sitting on the bench at Goodison, would you go, I'll tell you what, Tyler, you can have my bit?
Honestly, in that scenario, I would understand the decision.
Okay, how old are you, Craig?
41.
All right, have you got a boy or a girl?
I've got a 3-year-old son, yeah.
All right, if he's 22 and he's dropped so Tyler can play, you all right with that?
Again, I think when you look deeper, I think you've just got to accept that decision and understand the reason.
Do you know what I say to my boy?
Good call, thanks,
I say,
Craig.
do you know what? You should have done more in the first place to be starting. So,
Yeah, of course
you know what, Milan? It's your own fault.
You would
take that option away.
If
you'd have started better, you'd have been starting, you ain't got to worry about that problem.
Yeah, put the PlayStation down.
Yeah.
James is also a Peterborough fan. Hi, James.
Hi guys, how you doing? All right?
Great, man. How are you?
Yeah, not so bad. Cheers, all right, Benty.
How you doing, boss? You all right?
Yeah, all right, mate. I've got an issue with you, Benty. Actually.
Ooh. Well, hold on. What is this to do with?
Does he owe you money?
No, this is to do with what you said about Posh should be forced to put Young on the bench.
When I said that, I thought not force him to, but it would be nice, is what I meant.
Yeah, well, you said they should be made to. I think it was.
He did, James.
From an ex-pro like yourself, Benty. Like, come on, mate. Being made to put the bench. Come on, man.
No, you know what? It's more sentimental. No, let me see.
Are we all the time?
More sentimental reasons. I need to see it. Would you not want to see that?
I would.
That would be.
I would. I'm just playing devil's advocate
that
here
would be
because someone misses out.
That would be the story of the FA
No,
this round. This round.
Tamworth beats Spurs. It wouldn't.
What, Young plays against Young?
What, Tamworth knock out Spurs?
Young plays against Young.
Accrington, Stanley. They got Liverpool.
That's sent off for tackle on Young.
Salford smash Man City. That's the story.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
But nor any of yours.
It was realistic. There's more of a chance of mine.
No, it's not.
There's more of a chance of Youngie playing against his son than Salford beating City at City.
What about Spurs at Tamworth?
See that one.
That one might happen.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.